Merry Christmas. I didn't make a video yesterday, even though I attempted to a couple times. But it wasn't happening. It was a little bit chaotic. There was a lot of cleaning, and then every time I would try to step off to the side and let them do their thing and play, that was when they really wanted me, so I just went with it and enjoyed some time with them, lounging on the floor, and dozed with the girls a little bit on the couch. And then we went up and saw family, and I drug a friend that is going to grad school here with me because they had no place to go for Christmas. And or maybe they did, I don't know, but I invited them. And I'm wearing this amazing onesie. Yes, totally bought this a couple weeks ago, and it's the softest thing ever. This morning I woke up and I had a pang for something in Hawaii. A lot of you know I'm a runner, and I am a runner because it was 2 years ago, because Angie's too. It was like 2 years in February or March time frame. It started when I went for a run one day with Catherine, and it was pretty slow going, and I turned back and I made it like a mile, and I was like, man, I really miss running, because I ran when I was in the military, of course. Towards the end I ran for fun, but I never exceeded like 3 miles. But it was fun, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed how much weight I lost with it and how good I felt. It wasn't just about the weight loss, it was really about how good I felt. And I started hiking more instead, because the run was a little daunting, and I was like, oh, I'll start that next again, but I should work on some other muscles. I also started 2 years ago, me and Courtney and Mike entered a competition together, a weight loss competition, to see who could lose the most weight. I don't remember if I won it or Mike did, but I remember it really motivated me, because Courtney and I can be quite competitive when we set our minds to it with each other. In a good way, not in a bad way. At least anymore. There's Hardy. Helen is outside, so Harley has free reign. And so I started hiking and doing cross-training stuff, and Catherine took me on my first hike with all the kids, and I wore Joey and Angie and held Theo's hand the whole way, and then she had to, at the end it was horrible, because Theo ended up having to go on her back even though he didn't want to. And but I loved the hike. I loved that. I just burned 4,000 calories, but got to see something beautiful. And I got to do it with my kids, and I got to see a little piece of Hawaii. And I became like an addict, and I started hiking all the time, every chance I got. Even if it was doing Makapu Lighthouse like twice a week, I was going to do it. My favorite was the Ho'olamahui. I'm totally butchering it. But it was the botanical gardens that were in Kaneohe on the windward side. I did them all the time. It was 5 miles round trip, all these hills. And it wasn't just like, oh, this is an awesome workout, because I would push the boys in a double stroller and wear Angie on my front. It was also just so beautiful. And I could do it every day and never not be like, oh, this place is beautiful. I love the windward side on Oahu. And so I started getting into that, and I started losing weight, lost like 20 pounds, felt pretty good about myself. Oh, little feet. And then I started running, and then I saw this Hickam half marathon thing, and I said to Catherine that I wanted to do it, and she was like, I've done one. You should do one. It's a good goal. I'll do it with you for your birthday, because it was like 2 days after my birthday. And so I signed up. It was $30. I was going to do this thing, and worst case, I was going to walk it. And I started training, and the training at the end, I made it to 9 miles, and I hurt my back, and I sprained my ankle those last 2 weeks, and it was horrible. I was at the chiropractor all the time, and I braced my ankle and took time, and I thought for sure, like, I'm going to walk at least half of it, but at least I'm going to finish. And then it was the day of the race, I felt good, and I ran all 13.1 miles. And I was the after was like, oh, I just did that. I was in so much pain because I got a Charlie horse at mile 9, and I still ran through it. But it felt so good to achieve a goal, and that goal specifically. And so then I was like, I'm going to run a full marathon. But then I got pregnant and, of course, was pretty sick, and got vertigo. For those that don't know, I get vertigo, and was in bed for 3 days right beforehand. So I gave up the marathon goal, and decided I was just going to do another half marathon. And I did a half marathon at 5 weeks pregnant, 6 weeks pregnant. And then I made a goal that at 13.1 weeks, or 13 weeks, when you hit about the second trimester, that was when I was going to announce, and I was going to announce by running a half marathon to show that I could still do it. And I did. My bestie, Josh, totally ran it with me. It was a lot of run, walk, but I finished. And it was such a good feeling again. The feeling after finishing, I'm same with the Valnesco that I did at like 5-6 weeks. But I finished it, and I got to announce that way, and I was like, I had signed up for the Hapalua, which is the Hawaii's, it's the Honolulu's marathon, or half marathon, and I had signed up for that, and so I was like, well, I gotta keep training, because I gotta do that one, and so I did. I just kept going, and I luckily was doing it with friends, so they helped too. But somewhere in the mix, probably like September, I joined a group called Stroller Warriors, and they're all going to come down and see the presents. Stroller Warriors in Pearl Harbor Hickam, and I fell in love with this group. Go get your brother and sister. You get to experience this. Those are yours, but you're going to wait. Sit on the couch and just wait. I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to let them open those presents. I got to go wake Zoe either way. Joey, I said wait. Go sit by Theo. Good job, Theo. Let me finish this, okay? I'm a horrible parent. Anyways, and I joined this group, Stroller Warriors, and they were just this amazing group of women, and they just motivated me to achieve all my goals. They made me feel so good, so good, and they kept me going. And so I did Hapalua, and then I decided in May at 34 weeks that I was gonna do hibiscus. Catherine was actually pregnant at the time, and she was in the 6th stage, and so running a half marathon did not seem something she wanted to do, so I bought her bib from her, and she cheered me on from home. And I was at Hapalua. I ran with her husband, Aaron, and I ran with my friend Marisa. We stayed downtown. Or maybe it wasn't Hapalua I ran with Aaron. It was hibiscus. I ran with Aaron and Carly. And Carly and Marisa were my running crew. And I miss them so much. We would run stupid amounts of miles and just do it all together. And you're going to wait a minute.
When they're done talking.
Yes. And so this morning, or last year, I made a goal of 500 miles. I was going to run 500 miles this year, even though I was pregnant.
Where's Helen?
She is outside. I'm going to let her in a few minutes. Hey, Theo, why don't you give Harley some pets? Theo, why don't you give Harley some pets? She really wants it. Look. She does, don't. I'm not lying. She's like, somebody come love me. She loves them so much. But yeah, so I set a goal for 500 miles, and Joey, back away. And so I set a goal for 500 miles, and this morning I looked at my tracker, and I'm at 489. So I have 1 week to get to 500 miles, and I luckily just got a gym membership. So this week my goal is to do 3 miles 4 times and get there. And of course I will hopefully exceed that, but I will get there. I will. So I have 10 miles. And 1 second, honey, and I will. Yep, I'll help you. So this morning I haven't left the Stroller Warriors group, even though I left Hawaii, and I miss them all so much. I miss my running crew so much. I miss Carly and Marisa so much. I miss you ladies so much. I cannot say that enough. I miss running with you guys, and planning the runs with you and signing up for races and like cheering each other on and being there for each other to achieve those goals. Angie, you're gonna wait, honey. Angie, no, put it down. We're gonna wait. I gotta go wake Zozo too. I gotta go wake Zozo. You guys gonna go wake Zozo?
Yeah.
Okay, Theo, go wake Zozo. Don't get her. You can't get her out of the crib, but go wake her. Joey, you should go with him. Theo likes to have somebody with him at all times. This morning I had a pang though. I missed the Stroller Warriors crew. They were streaking for December and I didn't because of course I knew that would not be feasible without a treadmill. I'm not going to drag kids to the gym every single day. That's unfair to all of them. But I miss them so much. I miss my crew. I had that moment today though. But I'm still training. I've got half marathons planned hopefully for May. I got a 5-miler planned for January 1st. I'm still going strong on the running. I'm just having to more maintain and focus on 5Ks right now. Go ahead. So I should probably get to these guys, but I just wanted to share that, my story of the running a little bit and how much I miss Stroller Warriors. If you want to run and you are military dependent and you have Stroller Warriors around you, I totally recommend joining. It changes your life. If you are a civilian and you like running, oh, there's a baby. You like running, find a group, find your crew. I fully recommend it because it helps. Even if you don't have them anymore, we still cheer each other on from afar and send each other messages. Okay, baby. So, have a very Merry Christmas, and I'll see you later.